Before we start this video, thank you to the members of the channel. What is up, boys? Welcome back to another Thomas Wooden Railway unboxing video. Yes, we are trying to keep Thomas Wooden Railway alive because, well, Mattel wants nothing to do with it because Thomas Wooden Railway is a line that is of quality. It lasts for forever. The engines are durable, they're well painted, have good detail, necessary detail. They're high quality merchandise, and as we all know, Mattel does not produce high quality merchandise, so that is why they do not produce Thomas Wooden Railway. Anyway, so I got a brand new engine off of eBay. Unlike in my video with Scarloey was used off eBay. This engine is brand new, and I am going to be filming this video next with Henry's Forest Law car and some green paint, repainting it. That'll be a fun video for those who enjoy Thomas Wooden Railway. But we got this engine, again, for about, I think this was about 20 bucks as well. So I'm getting some mint condition brand new engines for pretty cheap off eBay, which is a beautiful thing. So I guess without further ado, let's open this box here and check out which engine I bought. All right, let me just take it out here. Take them out of the wrapping. And I actually got this off eBay for only $20, guys. So I know, we were expecting a cooler engine, but I have been wanting this for many, many years now. I actually sold my version of this last year in March. And so I just wanted to get a brand new version back in my collection because I had the Mattel version, but now I have the 2005-ish learning curve version. So long awaited to get back into my collection. And so here's what I actually bought. I got a brand new Salty off of eBay. As you can see, this is an engine that would come with a VHS or a DVD. It says Train and Video Limited Edition Age 2+, Train and Video. This just says, 2004. I was almost right. I was almost right about the year. I was kind of just guessing the year, but here we are, 2004. Nice classic Thomas Wooden Railway logo on there. Absolutely beautiful. Thomas and Friends logo. Hit Entertainment logo. Very nice. So, yeah, about 20 bucks for this brand new Salty. So the part I was talking about where I wanted to get a brand new Salty in my collection was true simply because if you guys are true fans of the channel, OGs of the channel, you would know that in my Thomas Wooden Railway series and in my collection videos, I had a Mattel Salty. The Mattel Salty is from when I started building my collection again back in 2014, 13. So that Salty was over a decade old for me, and I just got so sick of the Mattel Salty. I think the Fisher-Price Salty is incredibly ugly, and this is the best and only good Salty ever released in Thomas Wooden Railway. So this is what I have now. This is my new and main Salty, brand new condition, only about 20 bucks, and I got to have this cool box. So that was definitely worth it. Salty, the Dockside Diesel. Very nice looking model made by Learning Curve. Name on the bottom. Brand new condition with a classic Salty face. Beautiful. That nice classic Season 6 look from when he debuted. Yeah, very glad to have Salty back. And it's crazy whenever you get a engine made by Learning Curve. The first thing I notice is obviously the faces, but about the engines themselves is the wheels. So these wheels are thicker, they're more durable, they're not as cheap. The Mattel wheels, Mattel immediately when they took over Thomas Wooden Railway immediately plummeted the quality in terms of the use of plastic. A lot more of it. The wheels took a dip. The wheels were cheaper and thinner. The bogies all became plastic. And what's funny is that back in the day, people were so angry at the fact that Mattel was using plastic bogies. And I was talking to someone in the Discord last night about this. And the funny part is, so let's get, if you're a fan of Thomas Wooden Railway, you'll appreciate what I'm going to talk about here. So, here's a better look at Salty. Nice looking dockside diesel. Dockyard diesel. So here is what Mattel did. That noise. As you can see, these bogies are plastic. The wheels got a bit more cheap looking. And so that was right away when they took over in like 2012, 2013. And I mean, I bought this Scotsman over a decade ago, and this thing is in still new condition. Beautiful. But the bogies, as you can see here, we have the original or the normal learning curve wheels and the wooden bogies. It feels heavier. It sounds, it's actual wood, so it just sounds like you're, moving wood around. And there's the Mattel effect. Day one of a line that was marketed and banking off the fact that it's a wooden railway line. Day one, Mattel goes and does this. Brand new plastic cheap wheels and plastic bogies. And what's funny is that back in the day, I remember watching videos when this stuff was coming out, and people were not happy. Nobody was supporting the use of plastic on these Thomas Wooden Railway engines and on the destinations. And even the rolling stock became so much more gimmicky because you had garbage movies like Tale of the Brave come out. Lost Treasure brought so much garbage, Thomas Wooden Railway merchandise, and just all those silly nonsense of movies and specials. It brought so much garbage to the merchandise lines. And so the rolling stock and the engines were so gimmicky, and so much plastic was being used in the destinations as well, and the sets that Mattel was releasing. And so back in the day, people did not like this, and they wanted this back. They wanted all the wooden bogies. They wanted the thicker wheels back. They wanted the actual normal rolling stock back. They wanted this back, not the cheap Mattel stuff that they were throwing out on store shelves that nobody was buying, by the way. And nowadays, people perfectly excuse absolute garbage that Mattel is putting out, whether it's the 80th anniversary motorized line, the 80th anniversary die-cast line. We even have people defending All Engines Go merchandise. We have people defending the 2026 motorized and die-cast merchandise. People will settle for absolute garbage. They will settle for Mattel spitting in their face. Whereas then back in the day in 2012, 2013, people still had standards. People had actual expectations, actual standards, and they did not want to settle for Mattel's cheap decisions on the merchandise. So it kind of just shows how a new day and age of Thomas fans have really been, coming up, and they don't know what they don't know what having good merchandise is like, and they don't know what it was like to have actual good merchandise on store shelves in front of them when they were growing up. They grew up on Mattel slop, plastic, gimmicky, junky merchandise shoved out, basically the entire Mattel era. So they just don't know anything. So yeah, it's kind of just, I thought that was funny. A shift in the expectations and standards by Thomas fans throughout the years. This was unacceptable over a decade ago, and now we are praising the AI slop, absolute reused All Engines Go slop that is coming out nowadays. Anniversary was a joke for merchandise, and now we're getting a 2026 reboot where the engines don't even look like the engines anymore. Gordon doesn't look like Gordon. Thomas doesn't look like Thomas. James looks like Edward now with his nose. James has lost his smile on his cheeks, his nose. Henry does not look like Henry at all. Like, all of the engines were ruined in 2026. Fans have all lost their standards. Fans accept the slop, and, they don't know. They're lost. So, yeah, just some food for thought. I thought that was interesting. If you've stuck around long enough with Thomas and Friends and the merchandise and watched, especially Wooden Railway content for, so many years like I have, that's something that I noticed pretty quickly once I started doing YouTube, is that new fans have come in and they're not real fans of the original show. They're not fans of real Thomas and Friends merchandise. Sorry about that, guys. Lady Hat called me. I had some things to attend to. So as I was saying, you know, you notice the new types of fans coming in. They don't actually know what good merchandise is. They don't know what real Thomas the Tank Engine is. And so then here we are nowadays where we have Mattel producing absolute garbage and people are still trying to defend it. Anyways, glad I got Salty back in my collection. Goated Salty. The only good version of Salty ever released, not the slop Mattel version. Let's put Salty right in there next to Out of Puff Thomas. Salty, welcome back to the collection. Welcome, Murdoch. So we got Harvey there. Anyways, I want to thank you guys for watching. Salty, thanks you for watching. And I'll get to filming this video next. And I'll see you in the next one.